catch 'em all.
Hello guys, today we will study chapter 8 and its name is atomic physics. In this chapter we have two sections, and the first section is about quantization of energy, and the section 2 is about models of the atom. In the section 1 we have some sub-subjects like blackbody radiation, and in this subject also we will study a problem named ultraviolet catastrophe, and we will study that energy of a quanta. Energy comes in packages, and finally we will study photoelectric effect and Compton shift. These are the sub-subjects that we will study in order. In this section 2 also we will study early models of the atom, like J.J. Thomson's model, and Ernst Rutherford, and finally also today we are using Bohr atom model. We will start study by number 1, blackbody radiation. Okay. Let's see the objectives again. Explain how Planck resolving the ultraviolet catastrophe in blackbody radiation. As I told you, in blackbody radiation there is a problem that we call ultraviolet catastrophe. Calculate energy of a quanta using Planck's equation. And we will solve the problems about kinetic energy, Wern function, and the threshold frequency. This is the mathematical part that we will study in this chapter. Blackbody radiation. What is blackbody radiation? Assume that in the space we have a body that I will draw now, something like this, but there is a small opening. And inside this black body we have a rough surface because we have a purpose. What the purpose is, assume that electromagnetic waves that comes through our black body. This black body takes this electromagnetic wave, and after the reflection, some energy absorbed by this black body. And because of this body have particles, this electromagnetic wave will vibrate the particles and the temperature of the body will rise. We know that average kinetic energy of the particles that we measure as a temperature. Because of its temperature rise, it will start to radiate also. The incoming incident ray after makes the reflections, of course it will make some other reflections, and totally its energy will be absorbed. We know that now. This our black body took all the energy and it will start to radiate respect to only its temperature. We call this blackbody radiation. Also, these radiations always cannot be seen. Normally, at room temperature, the objects might be 25 temperature degrees of Celsius, 30 degrees of Celsius, even the minus 100, minus 150. Every object radiates, but we cannot see them. When the temperature reaches to like 200, 500, 2000 Kelvin, just the wavelength, if reach, for example, this wavelength, if reach 400 nanometer, we will see that object radiates a red light. If it reaches, for example, like this, 400 nanometer, we will see that its color will be, for example, violet. Means every object that radiates with maybe different colors, or sometimes this radiation cannot be seen by us. This is we call blackbody radiation. Let's continue to study blackbody radiation. Physicists study blackbody radiation by observing a hollow object with a small opening as shown in the diagram, as you see. And the light enters this hollow object through the small opening and strikes the interior wall. Some of the energy is absorbed, but some is reflected at a random angle. After many reflections, essentially all of the incoming energy is absorbed by the cavity wall. And we know that blackbody radiation from, if we see the wavelength spectrum that starts by X-ray, gamma ray, maybe the microwave, or the radio waves. But just we are able to see only these two narrow range, that 400 up to 700 and 400 nanometer. Also we see this is visible light spectrum, and we know that every object radiates respect to different temperatures. If object only have 0 Kelvin, means absolute 0, in this case we assume that there is no vibration and there is no radiation. But all the temperatures above it, minus 200, minus 100, 0 degrees, every object started to radiate, and we call electromagnetic radiation. And we can see only in the range of 700 and 400 nanometer, and that's the blackbody radiation. In the next part, I will talk about, in this blackbody radiation, there was a problem, and there is a classical approach and the experimental data, and what the problem name is. Let's write the properties of the blackbody. And let me draw here a body, something like that. And blackbody is perfect absorber. This is the first property. And the second, also we assume that blackbody perfect emitter. And we shall know that body radiates only based on its temperature. This is important. Also, we know that when the electromagnetic wave gets into our black body, that cavity wall, it makes many reflections to absorb all its energy. Then the body gets this energy and its temperature rise, and then our body, respect to its temperature, radiates. We call this is black body radiation.
Extremely hot objects, such as these coals, emit visible light. It may surprise you to learn that all objects at any temperature above absolute zero also emit radiation. The coals are at a temperature of roughly 4,000 kelvins. The intensity peak of radiation for this temperature is in the range of yellow and red wavelengths. This means that an object at this temperature will glow orange. At lower temperatures, the peak is in the infrared, but enough red light is emitted for the object to have a dull glow. You can see this if you turn an electric stove burner up to high. Cooler objects give off little or no visible light, but are still emitting substantial amounts of infrared radiation. A jet engine might reach a temperature of 2,000 kelvins. Room temperature is just 300 kelvins. A very small amount of radiation will be emitted by objects at room temperature, and the peak wavelength will be in the very far infrared. Even though you cannot see it, your body is giving off radiation just like glowing coals do. It took a major theoretical breakthrough in physics to produce the curve you see here. Theories from 19th century physics, often referred to as the classical era of physics, were unable to predict correctly the amount of ultraviolet light observed in experiments. Max Planck resolved the problem, called the ultraviolet catastrophe, in 1900 by assuming that light energy was quantized. This was the first step towards quantum mechanics.